Have you ever wondered why some people seem to thrive well into their 80s and 90s, full of energy and sharp as a tack, while others, perhaps even younger than them, seem to slow down much more quickly? It's a common observation, isn't it? We often attribute it to luck, or perhaps good genes. But the truth is often much simpler, and much more within our control. Imagine waking up each day feeling a little less vibrant, a bit more tired, or perhaps noticing that your memory isn't quite what it used to be. You might dismiss these as just getting older, a natural part of life. But what if I told you there are subtle, everyday habits you might not even notice that are quietly, gently, yet persistently chipping away at your vitality and potentially shortening your journey? It's not about big, dramatic lifestyle changes overnight, but rather the small, often overlooked routines that become so ingrained, we don't even question their impact. These aren't the obvious culprits like smoking or excessive drinking. These are the silent architects, subtly influencing your health and well-being. In this video, we're going to uncover 7 of these pervasive habits, especially common for those of us after 70 that are quietly shortening life without you ever realizing it. By understanding them, you'll gain the power to reverse their effects and reclaim years of healthy, joyful living. So, stay with me, because watching to the very end will reveal something that will truly surprise you. Now, let's dive right into these habits, starting with one that many of us, without even realizing it, have slowly embraced as we get older. The first silent life shortener after 70 is embracing a sedentary lifestyle. When we were younger, staying active was often built into our lives: work, chores, raising families, social outings. But as we age, responsibilities shift, and it can become all too easy to settle into a pattern of sitting for long periods. Whether it's watching our favorite shows, reading, or simply relaxing, we might think, "I've earned this rest." And indeed, rest is important. But extended periods of inactivity are far from benign. Our bodies, incredible machines that they are designed for movement. When we don't move enough, our muscles begin to weaken and atrophy. Our bones can lose density, and our circulation becomes sluggish. This isn't just about feeling a bit stiff. It has profound effects on our metabolic health. Studies have shown that prolonged sitting can increase the risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even certain cancers. It can also lead to weight gain, which puts further strain on our joints and internal organs. The good news is, you don't need to suddenly become a marathon runner to combat this. Simple, consistent movement is incredibly powerful. Think about breaking up your sitting time every hour. Get up for 5 minutes, walk to the kitchen for a glass of water, do a few stretches, or simply stand and move your arms and legs. Short, frequent walks around the house or garden can add up significantly. Consider a gentle stroll around the neighborhood, even if it's just for 15-20 minutes a day. Chair exercises, light stretching while watching television, or even just doing a few leg lifts while sitting can make a tremendous difference. It's about building movement back into the fabric of your day, making it as natural as breathing. Each small step you take is a step towards a longer, more vibrant life. Moving on to the next subtle habit that silently erodes our well-being and longevity. We come to something many of us wrestle with: consistently poor sleep quality. We might joke about needing less sleep as we age, or accepting restless nights as just part of getting older. But the truth is, quality sleep is not a luxury. It's a fundamental pillar of health, especially as we age, when we don't get enough restful sleep. Our bodies and minds don't have the crucial time they need to repair and rejuvenate. Think of sleep as your body's nightly maintenance crew. If they don't show up, or they're constantly interrupted, things start to break down. Chronic poor sleep can impair your immune system, making you more susceptible to infections. It can affect your cardiovascular health, increasing the risk of high blood pressure and heart problems. For our brains, poor sleep is a major concern. It impacts memory, concentration, and even our emotional regulation, making us more prone to irritability or anxiety. Over time, persistent sleep deprivation has been linked to an increased risk of cognitive decline and even neurodegenerative diseases. So, what can you do to improve this vital habit? Start by creating a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends. Go to bed and wake up around the same time each day. Create a calming bedtime routine, perhaps a warm bath, reading a book, or listening to quiet music. Make your bedroom a sanctuary for sleep, dark, quiet, and cool. Try to avoid heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime. And importantly, try to limit screen time from phones, tablets, and televisions at least an hour before you plan to sleep, as the blue light can interfere with your natural sleep hormones. Remember, a good night's sleep isn't just about feeling less tired. It's about giving your body and mind the essential repair time they need to function optimally and support a long, healthy life. And now, let's turn our attention to the third habit that can quietly take a toll on our health, allowing stress to persist unchecked. Life, at any age, throws challenges our way. But as we get older, we might face different kinds of stressors, perhaps the loss of loved ones, health concerns, financial worries, or adapting to new life stages like retirement. While a certain amount of stress is a natural part of life, chronic, unmanaged stress is a silent killer. When you're constantly stressed, your body is in a perpetual state of fight or flight, releasing hormones like cortisol. Over time, elevated cortisol levels can wreak havoc on nearly every system in your body. It can contribute to high blood pressure, inflammation, weakened immunity, and digestive problems. Mentally, chronic stress can lead to anxiety, depression, and even memory issues, making it harder to concentrate or recall information. We often bottle up our worries, thinking we're being strong or not wanting to burden others. But this internal struggle only intensifies the negative physical effects. The good news is that managing stress isn't about eliminating it entirely. That's impossible. But about developing healthy coping mechanisms. Simple practices can make a world of difference. Try incorporating short bursts of mindfulness into your day, simply taking a few deep breaths. Focusing on the sensation of your breath for a minute or two. Engaging in hobbies you love, whether it's gardening, painting, knitting, or listening to music, can be incredibly therapeutic. Spending time in nature, even just sitting in a park or your garden, can have a calming effect. And crucially, don't be afraid to talk about what's bothering you. Share your feelings with a trusted friend, family member, or even consider speaking with a professional if the burden feels too heavy. Learning to acknowledge and process your stress, rather than letting it simmer, is a profound act of self-care that contributes immeasurably to your longevity and quality of life. Now that we've discussed the importance of movement, restful sleep, and managing stress, let's continue our journey into the next set of habits that can quietly shorten your life. So, we've talked about how movement, sleep, and managing stress are vital. And now we move on to another habit that might seem harmless, but can be incredibly damaging in the long run, drifting into social isolation. As we age, our social circles can naturally shrink. Friends may move away, or we might lose loved ones. Retirement changes daily interactions, and mobility issues can make it harder to get out and about. It's easy to gradually spend more time alone, telling ourselves we prefer our own company, or that we don't want to be a bother. However, human beings are fundamentally social creatures. We thrive on connection, on sharing experiences, laughter, and even our vulnerabilities. When we become isolated, it doesn't just affect our mood, it has a tangible impact on our physical health. Loneliness and social isolation have been linked to increased risk of heart disease, stroke, depression, and even a faster rate of cognitive decline. It can weaken your immune system and elevate stress hormones. Much like unmanaged stress, the absence of meaningful connections can leave us feeling adrift, without the support system that helps us navigate life's challenges. But this isn't a life sentence. Rebuilding connections, or forging new ones, is absolutely possible and incredibly rewarding. Start small. Reach out to an old friend or family member for a phone call or a video chat, if you're able. Join a local club or group that aligns with your interests, a book club, a walking group, a community center activity, or a church group. Volunteering your time for a cause you care about is a wonderful way to meet like-minded people and feel a sense of purpose. Even striking up conversations with neighbors or shopkeepers can brighten your day and foster a sense of belonging. Remember, it's not about having dozens of acquaintances. It's about having a few genuine connections where you feel seen, heard, and valued. Prioritizing these connections is an investment in your well-being that pays dividends in longevity and happiness. Next on our list of habits that quietly undermine our health is one that seems so simple. Yet many of us overlook it daily, underestimating the power of hydration. We're often told to drink enough water. But as we get older, our sense of thirst can diminish, making it easier to become mildly dehydrated without even realizing it. Many medications can also affect our fluid balance, and sometimes we might consciously drink less to avoid frequent trips to the bathroom. However, staying adequately hydrated is absolutely crucial for almost every bodily function. Water is involved in regulating body temperature, lubricating joints, transporting nutrients, and flushing out waste products. When you're even mildly dehydrated, you might experience symptoms like fatigue, headaches, dizziness, and constipation. Chronically, it can put a strain on your kidneys, affect your blood pressure, and even impact your cognitive function, leading to confusion or difficulty concentrating. It can also make you more susceptible to urinary tract infections, which can be quite serious for older adults. The simple act of drinking enough water throughout the day can prevent a host of problems and keep your systems running smoothly. So, how can you ensure you're getting enough? Don't wait until you feel thirsty. By then, you're already a bit dehydrated. Keep a glass or bottle of water nearby as a constant reminder. Set reminders on your phone if you need to. If plain water feels boring, try adding slices of lemon, cucumber, or berries for flavor, or opt for herbal teas. Soups, fruits, and vegetables with high water content also contribute to your daily intake. Remember, it's not just about what you drink, but making consistent hydration a mindful part of your daily routine. It's a small habit with an enormous impact on your vitality and overall health. And now, we come to a habit that, while often born out of busyness or a sense of feeling fine, can have profound long-term consequences neglecting regular health checkups and follow-ups. As we age, our bodies inevitably change, and the risk of various health conditions increases. It's easy to think, "I feel okay," or "I don't want to bother the doctor unless something is really wrong." But many serious conditions, like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and certain cancers, often don't present with obvious symptoms in their early stages. Regular checkups with your doctor are not just about addressing existing problems. They are vital for prevention and early detection. These appointments allow your doctor to monitor key indicators of your health, order screening tests, and catch potential issues before they become serious. They can also review your medications, ensure there are no adverse interactions, and offer advice tailored to your evolving health needs. Missing follow-up appointments for chronic conditions, like diabetes or heart disease, is equally detrimental. These conditions require ongoing management to prevent complications that can significantly impact your quality of life and even shorten it. Think of your annual physical as your car's regular service check. You wouldn't skip that if you wanted your car to run smoothly for years. Would you? Your body deserves the same proactive care. Be an active participant in your health. Don't just show up, ask questions. Voice any new concerns or symptoms, no matter how small they seem. Keep a list of your medications and any changes you've noticed. Understanding your health numbers, like your blood pressure and cholesterol, empowers you to make informed decisions. Taking this proactive approach ensures that any health issues are addressed promptly, giving you the best possible chance for a long, healthy, and fulfilling life. Now, as we approach the final habit, prepare yourself, because this one might be the most insidious of all, yet also the most empowering to overcome. We've explored 6 significant habits that can quietly diminish our years. And now, we arrive at the 7th, and perhaps the most pervasive and dangerous habit of all: dismissing new aches, pains, or changes as just old age. This is a trap many of us fall into, almost instinctively. We wake up with a new ache in our knee, or find ourselves feeling unusually tired, or notice a persistent cough, and our immediate internal dialogue is often, "Well, I'm not as young as I used to be," or "It's just part of getting older." While it's true that our bodies do change with age, and some minor aches and pains are indeed common, this dismissive attitude can be incredibly dangerous. It allows genuine warning signs of serious underlying health conditions to go unaddressed. Our bodies are constantly sending us signals, little messages that something might be amiss. A persistent cough could be a simple cold, or it could be a sign of something more serious like a chronic lung condition or even heart failure. Persistent fatigue could be due to poor sleep, but it could also signal a thyroid issue, anemia, or a host of other medical concerns. A new or worsening pain, whether in a joint, your chest, or anywhere else. Is your body crying out for attention? Waiting until symptoms become severe often means that the underlying condition has progressed, making it harder to treat and potentially limiting your recovery or even shortening your lifespan. This habit is particularly insidious because it preys on our acceptance of aging as a decline. But aging doesn't have to be a decline into illness and discomfort. It can be a vibrant, fulfilling stage of life, especially if we learn to be attuned to our bodies and act promptly when something feels off. So, what's the antidote to this dangerous habit? It's simple, yet profound. Become an advocate for your own health. Listen intently to your body. If you notice a new symptom, a persistent change, or something that just doesn't feel right, whether it's unexplained weight loss, changes in digestion, a new skin spot, difficulty breathing, or any unusual sensation, don't shrug it off. Make a note of it. Observe if it persists or worsens. And crucially, discuss it with your doctor. They are the experts, and their role is to help you understand what's happening and guide you towards appropriate care. Even if it turns out to be nothing serious, the peace of mind is invaluable. And if it is something more significant, early detection is often the key to successful treatment and a better outcome. Breaking this habit means shifting from a passive acceptance of discomfort to an active pursuit of understanding and well-being. It's about honoring your body's signals and giving yourself the best chance at a longer, healthier life. So, there you have it. 7 habits that, after 70, can quietly shorten your life without you even realizing it. We've talked about the creeping danger of a sedentary lifestyle, where a lack of consistent movement can weaken your body and invite serious health issues. We explored how consistently poor sleep quality robs your body and mind of essential repair time, impacting everything from your immune system to your memory. We delved into the profound physical and mental toll of allowing stress to persist unchecked, and the importance of finding healthy ways to cope. We highlighted the silent health risks of drifting into social isolation, emphasizing that human connection is as vital as any nutrient. We brought attention to the surprisingly detrimental effects of underestimating the power of hydration, reminding us how crucial water is for every single bodily function. And we discussed the critical importance of neglecting regular health checkups and follow-ups, stressing that proactive medical care is your best defense. Finally, we uncovered the most insidious habit: dismissing new aches, pains, or changes as just old age, urging you to listen to your body and seek professional advice when something feels off. Now, I know hearing about these habits might feel a bit daunting, perhaps even a little worrying. But please, don't let it be. My intention isn't to create fear, but to empower you. Think of this as a gentle wake-up call, a friendly reminder that you hold tremendous power over your health and your future. These aren't irreversible declarations. They are habits, and habits can be changed. Every single one of these habits can be addressed with small, consistent steps. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Just pick one area that resonates with you most right now and make one small adjustment. Maybe it's getting up for 5 minutes every hour, or drinking an extra glass of water, or making that long overdue phone call to a friend. Even the smallest change can start a ripple effect, leading to more positive choices and a significant improvement in your well-being. Remember, aging is a beautiful journey, and it's one that deserves to be lived with vitality, joy, and independence for as long as possible. Your golden years should be your best years, a time for continued growth, new experiences, and cherished moments. By being mindful of these habits and taking small, intentional steps, you are not just adding years to your life, but crucially, adding life to your years. You are investing in your own happiness, your own comfort, and your ability to continue doing the things you love with the people you care about. I truly hope this conversation has given you something valuable to think about and act upon. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these habits. Have you recognized any of these in your own life? What small change are you thinking of making first? Please share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Your stories can truly inspire others in our community. If you found this video helpful and encouraging, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps us reach more people who could benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more helpful content designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you for spending this time with me. Live your best life at every age.